do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, child.
Hey, sis.
Hey, girl.
I'm happy to see you on here for Wonder Woman Wednesday. I'm so glad you're Wonder Woman this week. Everybody, this is my sister friend, Shakira Whiting, and she and I went to college together, and that was, we're not going to say how many years ago, but
No, please don't.
we have remained friends, but we are family. So you're Wonder Woman this week because of all the things that you have accomplished in life and all the things you've overcome. And I see you working hard. You've raised your child who is now 17, right? Braylon 17?
Yep, he's 17.
Making us older.
I know time flies.
But we don't look it, so that's okay. But raising an amazing 17-year-old and working, and you just moved to Houston about, well, I'll say just, but about almost 5 years ago.
5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, you had to like rebuild your network and support system. And so that's work in itself. And so tell us a little bit about what you do and how you're just maintaining all of these things that you're juggling.
I certainly will. So as Monica stated, we've been friends for a long time. I live in Houston, the great city of Houston, Texas, H-Town. I've been here about 5 years. And prior to that, I lived in Chicago, and Monica and I met in Atlanta. We went to college there. And I just have a very nomadic spirit. So your girl will move. Okay. But anywho, I've been in the financial planning, and I have a degree in accounting. So I've been working in accounting for several years. And I also dabble a little bit in real estate. So things have been good for me. And I just want to take this time to share the opportunity with others and let people know what I do and how I can be a resource to them. So that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, and at the end of our Zoom, I want you to plug some information on how people can find you. But so did you always have an interest in finance, or like where did that even spark from?
Well, I did not, being so young, you really don't know what you want to do in life, but I stuck with it. I stuck with it, and I found an area where I can be passionate in. And with being a people's person, I'm passionate about helping people. So that's what I do in my business, in my accounting business. I help small businesses and manage their finances for them. And as well as people, I'm passionate about the Black community, and I'm passionate about helping people that look like me, middle class to lower middle class, achieve financial freedom. Because at the end of the day, who doesn't want to live life on their own terms?
Yes, and we can learn a lot from you as far as financial freedom and just pouring that education into the community. It's much needed. So I don't know how many Black people are in finance or accounting, or at least we don't hear much about it. But for you to have gone down that road, which may not be traveled by a lot of our peers, that were in college at the time, I think it's awesome. And you have to be pretty smart to be working with those numbers.
Yes, girl.
I go to you for all of my, financial advice, things like that, and about planning for the future. So I appreciate all of that you've given to me and all of the knowledge that you poured into other people. I'm sure that they're appreciative as well. So,
yes, girl.
Yes. Okay. What about the real estate? How's that going?
So real estate is going good. Actually, and guys, I believe so much in coaching and getting that information. So we have to invest in ourselves. So invest in yourself. That's number one. So I signed up for a mentor and coaching program, and I received the return on my investment. When you put in the work, you will receive a return on your investment. So with that, it's this great lady out of Dallas who mentors me and gives me the coaching in real estate. And in Houston, I have a few properties. So what I do is, place them on Airbnb. So I have properties all over Houston. And it's been great. I do some wholesaling. I'm not into flipping, but she does train us on that or coach on that. But real estate is good.
Good. Yes. And so, again, you can plug that at the end and tell people where they can find you if they're interested in learning more about that. But let's get into talking about how you take care of yourself and the mental health piece of this. And I haven't touched on this in my previous videos, but I want to touch on this today. Is that, sometimes we don't always know how to put ourselves first or know how to take care of ourselves and what self care looks like.
Yeah.
So, has it have, well, one, what is your self care regimen? But if it hasn't always looked like that, what did it look like before, and what was that light, or when did that light bulb come on in your head that said, hey, I need to do something different to take care of myself because I'm juggling this and this.
Yeah, so that's a great question. And as far as like mental health, I started to exercise. So I've always exercised or worked out, but this year I just really started to prioritize my workout regimen. I really started to get back. I started getting back to reading and going to bed, getting the proper amount of sleep. I do a great skincare regimen. And with working out, I get up at 4:30 every morning, and trust me, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not easy, but as you become disciplined and consistent, it can be great just getting up in the morning, praying, spending that time with God, getting your workout done, doing your reading. It just sets the tone for my whole day. And now I'm able to have balance. So balance in life and balance in work and play. And it's been good for me. It's been really, really good. So those are some of the things that I do for self-care.
Yeah. So was that new, or did you always kind of know that you needed to take care of yourself and do those things?
Well, waking up in the early in the morning is definitely new, but I always knew that working out was just good to just walking outside, being in nature was good for my mental health. But I really didn't prioritize it like I should have. And life happens to us. We get stressed out about things, situations happen. And last year was just really, really a hard year for me. Being a mom of a teenager, it's not easy. So for those that have teenage kids, I'm sure you can relate. Parenthood is rewarding, but it can definitely be challenging, and it can take a toll on your mental. So just prioritizing yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself for your kids. And that's what I really wanted to focus on this year.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things are self-taught, and I've seen a lot of things that you have self-taught yourself. And that's why, again, you're Wonder Woman, is because,
Yeah.
there's things that you just were like, this is what I want. This is what I want life to look like. This is what I want to do. And you just go out there and you just
Yes.
figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
But one thing that I know, because self-care hasn't always looked the same for, I'm sure for me, for a lot of people, is that's something that we were either self-taught to do, because self-care
Mhm.
looks different for all of us, so we don't
Yeah.
copy each other. And self-care for you might be, like you said, exercise. Self-care for somebody else might be that they call somebody and talk on the phone and vent for the day, or they write in their journal. So because we know it looks different, it is
Yeah.
self-taught, we communicated that how important it is, and so we learn what's best for us and how to take care of ourselves. But
Hmm.
looking back on like our community, our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, we didn't see that, or most of us haven't seen that. We didn't see how they were taking care of themselves. We saw them go to work, we saw them come home, we saw them do it all over again, and be parents. And so to now, how important it is for everybody, and that we hear people talking about it more, self-care, mental health. I'm happy to hear about it, but more importantly, I'm happy that people are putting it into action, because most of us didn't have those examples.
I agree, and what really really sparked that in me is reading. We have to realize we have to plug in, what are we reading, what are we listening to, what are we applying in our life. So books, just reading, open up my world to
Yeah.
become the person that I am today. And I still read, like I told you, I'm getting back to reading, but that really really helped transform and open my mind up.
Yeah, yeah. And I've also seen how, as you move to different places, you've made sure you connected with people that can hold you
Yes.
accountable, people that you see elevating themselves, and you're like, these are the people I need to connect with. Not people that, are content with being stagnant, or that are not doing the work to grow themselves. So that's important too, to make sure that you have the a good circle around you, a good support
Yeah.
system.
And that's where prayer come in at. When I go to new places, I just pray for God to have good people enter my life, and just pray for discernment of, bringing the right people into you, because people try to get close to you. You really don't know their motive. So
Yeah.
your prayer life is important when dealing with people as well. So just prayer, reading, exercising, all of these things contribute to you being the best version of me and keeping my mental health strong.
Yes, and I'm glad that you were willing to join. I think that everybody having a chance to hear different perspectives on what
Mhm.
mental health and self-care looks like, and also seeing the different walks of life. And because this person can do it too, they can make time for themselves. I can do it too. So hopefully
Yes.
that's what happens, is that people get kind of inspired and motivated by seeing these videos. But I'm so proud of you again. So happy
Thank you,
seeing all
girl.
that you've accomplished. Yes, and you and I have been each other's support, and
That's right.
prayerfully will continue to for a lifetime.
Yes, amen. Amen.
Yes. So how can people find you if they want to know more about your businesses?
So my email, if you want to connect with me, my email is info@legacygrace.com. So that's my website. Just shoot me a message. If you just want to talk or have questions about financial freedom or financial planning, or just wanting to be financially secure, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about that. And like most people, we all want financial freedom. We all want those options. So definitely, where I can help, I'm open to helping and sharing. And also my IG is Kira for Kira. That's Kira, the number 4, Kira. You can shoot me a DM on there. I'm just here to serve. I'm passionate about people's salvation, and I'm passionate about people's financial freedom. So hit your girl up
And
if
they
you
can
have
see you.
questions.
Yes, exactly. They can see you have a balance, because you like
Yes,
balance, you have a social life, and you take care of business. And that's very important.
it is.
Yes. So thank you so much. I want to have another Zoom soon, and we can talk more about financial freedom and whatever information that you could share with us. And we could tie it to mental health, because I believe it is tied together.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yes. So we will plan that so you guys can listen to more about financial freedom and what Kira has to tell us about what's out there and how we can, get started with making that happen. So thank you, Kira, for sure.
You're welcome. And I just want to leave the people with a last message, and that is, you got this. You got this. Tell yourself that every day. Every morning I wake up, I say it, you got this.
I like that. So you got this. We got this. Let's go get it.
Yes, let's go get it.
Okay, girl. I'll talk to you later. Love
Bye,
you.
girl.
Baby, how you feeling?